out there, everyone. I am DJ Particle. This is ParticlePlay Live. What's going on, folks? Yesterday, we did the Daily Life and Deadly Life sections of Chapter 3 of Danganronpa 2. We found about the music venue. We witnessed a killer concert from Ibuki. And then people started coming down with the despair disease, and unfortunately it ended in Ibuki's death. And then Hyoko's death. Although we're not too worried about Hyoko because Hyoko was an asshole. So, good riddance to her. Anyway. But because these chapters are getting long, we have decided to split things up from now on. So each Danganronpa stream from here on in will be half a chapter, not a full chapter. So we did the Daily and Deadly Life sections of Chapter 3. And what that means is today, folks, it's time for the class trial. So let's load up the game. Yep, we got our pre-trial prep ready. Let's continue from where we left off, because this is where we left off, folks. Let's make sure we got our skills set up here. Yep, we got both of them here. Peach Muscle increases your truth bullet rate of fire. So what that means is our bullets will fire faster, which is good for us. And the cheat code, because the time limit doesn't decrease, even if you shoot a statement with the silencer. So, yeah. So basically, we have we got that from maxing out Chiaki. So you max out Chiaki, and you get as much time as you pretty much get as much time as you need for the trial. Max out Akane, and you get this, which makes your bullets fire faster. So there is that. And let's double check our truth bullets. We went through them last night. Let's look at them again. We got Monokuma file number 3. Blood on the soles of her shoes. Rope used for hanging, otherwise known as a noose. Hyoko's motel room key, which was found in her kimono after she was dead. A scrap of thick paper, which was taken from the supply closet and put over the Fresnel lights. The music venue curtain, which was a solid black because it was trying to kill any other ambient light coming into the place. The step ladder with the blood stains on it, which we saw Ibuki step up on before getting hanged. Yeah, she stepped up on her own free will, supposedly. We'll see. The candle, which was used to illuminate the death scene until it was, snuffed. Surveillance camera unit was trashed after Ibuki stepped up the ladder and the candle went out, so that got trashed. We don't know who did it yet. The temperature in the place was cranked all the way up to 86, which fucked with Mikan's autopsies. Smudge on the floor, which indicated that Hyoko, which is the only one who had blood associated with her death, did not die where she was. She died, and then the body was taped up. Semi-transparent glob on the door that Chiaki tasted for some weird reason. Mikan's account. The surveillance monitor video, the last video that monitor unit recorded before it was destroyed. As you can see, Ikon stepping, Ikon, God. Iku. God damn it, I forgot her name. Ibuki, yeah. We We see Ibuki stepping up the ladder there. Hey, Yuki, thank you so much for the host. And Drago and Icy are already in the chat room. Welcome, welcome. How am I doing? Doing great. We're just about to get into the class trial for Chapter 3 of Danganronpa 2. So, we're just going over the truth bullets because Ibuki, because we saw this video of Ibuki stepping up the stepladder. So, we got Fuyuhiko's account, because Fuyuhiko met Mika in front of the hospital. Sonia's account, the movie invitation ticket for The Wizard of Monami. And of course, yes, Monokuma is actually a witness for this class trial, folks. Believe it or not. And of course, the movie itself, because this was a copycat crime, because the movie showed how, basically how these people died. And then it also showed a third death, the Tin Man in The Wizard of Monami. Was basically disassembled and dead. So we still don't know what that might signify. So we've got our truth bullets. We are ready to start this class trial, folks. All rise.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already!
Yes, get on with it!
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Well, pretty much. I mean, he was basically recovering from. He was one of the ones recovering from the despair disease, as were Akane and Ibuki. They were recovering from despair disease. And Mikan was left behind to care for them, so we don't know if it affected her at all. We don't know yet. But right now, if I were to list 3 people who are sus right now, they would be Nagito, Akane, and Mikan. Because we know Akane and Nagito were afflicted with the despair disease. We don't know if Mikan was. All we know is she was left to care for them. And the other two who were staying at the hospital, just in another room, were Hajime, the player character, and Fuyuhiko. So again, whereas we don't know if they contracted the despair disease, we at least know it's not Hajime because he's the player character, and Fuyuhiko was with Hajime for most of that time. So you use Among Us logic here.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Empty head? Huh. What's wrong with that?
What do you mean, what's wrong with that?
Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Hajime is just like shocked Pikachu face here.
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi,
Chiaki and Hyoko.
Yeah, now the motel team, when they realized that, they didn't really have any exposure to the others, so they quarantined themselves. You know, like smart people do.
Spending the night at the hospital is prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms.
Oh God, Hajime! If you want to know why I'm laughing, Mikan did more than come over to wake him up. No, there was no sexy time. But Mikan did more than try to wake him up. Mikan crawled into bed with him and snuggled with him. Not kidding. He woke up with Mikan snuggled up next to him, and he's like, "Ah! Mikan, what the hell are you doing?" And Mikan was snuggling him so tight he couldn't breathe.
We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
And we now know that's likely Ibuki, because she was the one found hanging.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling.
Oh, you know, I just noticed something. If you notice on the video, look at the body hanging. Look at the body hanging. You can see Ibuki's long hair. You couldn't see her hair on the video of her climbing the stepladder. Oh God. Now I'm starting to wonder if that was actually Ibuki on the video. Just a theory. Just a theory.
I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue. And unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there.
Hey Dan! Welcome to the stream! How you doing today? We're playing some Danganronpa, although actually, I mentioned this in the Discord. Starting next week, I'm going to start slowly, reintroducing more Splatoon 2 into the stream. I know we're going to do like continuous turf war to mini-fest every month, but I want to start to insert more Splatoon and Splatoon 2 into the stream when we're not awaiting mini-fest, just as a run-up for Splatoon 3. Because once Splatoon 3 is out, this is pretty much going to be a Splatoon 3 only channel for some time after that. Because, you know, we all want to level our characters up, you know? Just telling you now. Just telling you now. And I also put a teaser for the March Mini-Fest on my Twitter. Basically, the teaser is just a close-up of the Versus Burst with you can see a little bit of scenery behind it. And like I said, it's a teaser for March's Mini-Fest. And it's very topical, let me tell you.
At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
You were thinking about getting back into Splatoon recently? This is the perfect time to do it, Dan.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone, so I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko, so I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Various ways?
Kaz! Get your mind out of the gutter! God damn it, Kaz!
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
Kaz, that's sus! I know, Draco!
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the four of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hiyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
Yeah, that, by the way, that's duct tape holding her to the pillar. And if you look at her neck is completely covered in duct tape as well. But she died from a slit neck. And the fact that her neck is taped up in duct tape is the reason why, is basically the reason why she's not just in a pool of blood beneath her. Just to recap.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Oh, shut up, Nagito! Huh?
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious.
Oh, come on, Nagito!
Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Oh,
Do you
God.
doubt me? If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it. Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
It's just as Kazuichi said. Nagito is the kind of guy who just confuses us and make matters worse. Damn it. I shouldn't have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. Oh, God. Make your argument. I got wasted. God.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
I think
That
that's
would
the
also
one.
be a lie.
Because it was a copycat
don't think I
crime,
can deny
and he
that
hadn't seen the
possibility.
film.
After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
Come on, come on, come on.
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
No.
No, that's wrong.
I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
Fuck you, Nagito! Rocco Ishino, thank you so much for the raid! Oh, fuck, what did I just do?
Huh?
Alright, hold on. Phew, for a moment For a moment, I accidentally thought I quit the Danganronpa program. Because I went to Alt-Tab and I accidentally hit Alt-Q. Luckily, on a Windows machine, that doesn't mean quit. Oh, Icy already did the shout out to Ronco. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for the raid, Ronco. You were playing Animal Crossing. Nice. You were playing it at night. So did you have like shooting stars or something? You're going to play Splatoon right now, actually, Dan? Cool. Cool. All right. Let's get back to this.
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Oh, random KK song time. Oh, KK slider.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it.
Exactly. So why did you speak? Why did you cast doubt, Nagito? Oh my God.
Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation.
Okay, I take it back. That actually makes sense. Although, Nagito, you could have phrased it differently.
It also provides a good warm-up.
Nagito is just fucking nuts.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
Okay, that quote from Hajime, file that quote away for when we play V3. That's all I'm gonna say.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
Although, then again, Monokuma calls this the killing game, so...
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
But like I said before, I don't know. I don't think that was Ibuki now. Because when she was hanging, you could see her hair come out from under the hemp bag. However, you could not see hair under the hemp bag in the video of climbing the stepladder.
Then that seals it. Ibuki committed suicide.
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide. Ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
If you remember from the first game, there was a closed room mystery in the first game as well, and it had turned out that Sakura committed suicide. If you remember from the first game. So the question is, could that have happened here too? Could Ibuki well, probably not Ibuki. Could the killer have? Oh God, this doesn't make sense.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
Ooh!
What the hell? Why's it gonna be us?
The others all have alibis.
That's kind of true.
Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru.
Yeah, but Nekomaru's still in Monokuma's hospital.
Me too!
Monokuma, you don't kill unless you get harmed.
Wait, why are you talking like... Huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
The killer was inside the music venue. Fuyuhiko obviously thinks so, but is that really it? Oh God. Ooh. Ooh.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Huh, let's see.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
Ooh.
So they look like they had just rushed over.
I think this is the bullet I need. I think this is the bullet we need. If that door was really locked from the inside, then what was that thing I found? Yep.
The killer was still inside the music venue.
Here we go.
By locking the door from...
No, that's wrong.
Hold on a sec. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside? How?
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob? Like rubber, maybe?
It wasn't rubber at all. That semi-transparent glob was probably... Well, it wasn't gum or a gummy because Chiaki said it tasted terrible. So if it wasn't rubber, that was probably glue.
I see!
That semi-transparent glob must have been glue.
Glue?
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, because you fucking tasted it. You actually tasted it. We're like, what?
It had a firm, gel-like chewiness. And I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
I didn't know glue was edible.
I believe it is not something one typically eats.
that glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touch. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, we must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly.
Yep.
But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know? That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
And that does make sense.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
Mommy, what the fuck are you on?
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
Why did you say that, Mikan? No one has sussed you yet. You're assuming. Why are you assuming people are sussing you?
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
Earlier?
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
Yeah, that is possible.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
Uh-huh.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
Yeah, it was taped over the Fresnel lights.
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
What was that thick scrap of paper that was stuck to the baton lighting in the music venue? It should have been part of something originally. I should have seen what that was at the music venue. Then I should be able to figure out what it is. Oh, it's Hangman's Gambit. The only problem is I know what it. The thing is, I don't know what letters we're starting with. Nope. I don't know what letter this is starting with. I don't know what letter we're starting with is the problem. No. Oh, okay. Nope. The thing, I mean, that's the thing. I don't know. There we go. Oh, wallpaper. Okay, wallpaper. Ah. Way too many W's. I need another L is what I need. I really hate this version of Hangman's Gambit. Oh, God, come on. Of course, I don't get the letters when I freaking need them, do I? I'm not getting the letters when I freaking need them is the problem. Alright, yeah, now I need A's, and I don't have A's. Come on. I really hate this version of Hangman's Gambit. Alright, here, alright, there we go. Now I need an E. Actually. Nope. Come on, I need an E. I need an E before I lose all my damn hearts. There. Finally. I hate this version of Hangman's Gambit.
Scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room? In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so...
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper... See? It fits perfectly.
Uh-huh.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hiyoko's body disappearance?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that.
Shut up, Nagito.
But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
The scrap of paper stuck to the baton lighting was part of that wallpaper I found in the storage room. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hiyoko's body? Meaning, did the killer use that wallpaper to make Hiyoko appear next to the pillar? If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. Alright, let's give this a try. No, not another... Oh, it's Logic Dive! What? Come on. Where are the questions? Oh, shit. Oh, come on. What is going on here? Question 1. Where did Hiyoko... It was brought there. Okay. What? I think it was brought there. No, it was hidden? Okay. I don't like Logic Dive, I really don't. This is supposed to be go gentle. Question 2. Where the killer used to hide her body? The wallpaper. And I couldn't get there in time. Damn it. I'm gonna lose all my freaking hearts. Alright. What? Oh, come on. I made that. I made that. Come on. Alright. Question 3. No? That's not question 3? I'm getting sick of this logic dive. Question 3. How the killer hide her body with the wallpaper? They covered the pillar. Obviously. Yes! All right.
It's all coming together.
Oh my god.
Got it. Kyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Kyoko's body was already there.
Oh man.
However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
Yep.
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar. So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
Very
The
risky.
crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then, when was Hiyoko actually killed?
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
Yeah, Makuma said mothballs, not moss balls. God, who the heck transcribed this?
I don't eat moss balls. I just
Now, she said
enjoy
moss
looking at
balls.
them. I knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hiyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
reason the killer imitated the two victims in that movie. They probably want us to think everything was happening the same way it did in the movie.
I see!
Yep.
The reason the killer imitated two of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then, Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm not even crying.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just
Oh my
hurry up and tell me
God.
before I change my mind.
Gundam! Come on, shut up.
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How right. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
God, Gundam!
Man, he's being annoying again.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
It's actually pretty easy.
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
You're one to talk.
Anyway, if this continues, we're just gonna talk in circles. I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed. And I know exactly what bullet they're gonna give me. Blood on the soles of her shoes.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
What? Oh, whoops. Nope. Wrong color.
Crap!
That was my fault.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
There we go.
I agree with that.
That's what I was looking for.
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint blood stains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood!
Hiyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood,
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye.
Oh my god, Gundam!
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line. But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know. You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our difference in status.
Oh my
However,
God.
the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
God, shut up, Gundam!
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
That should have done it.
Crap!
That should have done it.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Crap!
What the hell?
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was... You can't step on blood that was never there. Just about 1 minute. Did you see a nice nightmare?
Why am I not advancing? What's going on? Despite his exaggerated protests, I feel like I've already seen an opening to counter. Is this a
You're saying
trap?
the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor. You can't step on blood that was never there. Just about 1 minute. Did you see a nice nightmare?
All right, what the
You're
hell is
saying the
going
blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was you can't step on blood that was never there. Just about 1 minute. Did you see a nice nightmare?
What the hell am I doing wrong?
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no... You can't step on blood that was never there.
Ah, damn it.
Just about 1 minute. Did you see
Well,
a
let me
nice
at least do
nightmare?
this.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no... You can't step on
Ah, I
blood that was
don't
never
mean
there.
that. I keep not meaning to do that. I keep going too
Just
far.
about. Did you see a nice nightmare?
Oh, man. That's what
You're
it's
saying
feeling
the blood
like.
on Ibuki's feet. Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no... You can't
Ah, I
blood that was never
keep
there.
going too far.
Just about 1 minute. Did you see a nice nightmare?
At least I'm not losing hearts, but I know what it is.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet. Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
There we go.
Through those words!
I wonder why I wasn't doing it before.
That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
Yes, I do. You look closely. There's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding. Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating, so I don't think they had to go that far.
Aside from Miko, none of us were aware of that fact. So the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikan's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
The time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yup. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
Yep.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now.
Okay, Gundam. Jeez.
Fine then. But regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Yeah.
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time, too?
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Huh? Suicide?
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Well, why not? Last time there was a suicide, he punished Alter Ego. I mean, luckily, Alter Ego got out of that laptop before he did, but still.
Nagito? What do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's dead, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko, and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
Then she was alive! When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead.
No.
If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
She hanged herself, remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
Nagito! God damn it, Nagito!
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw?
Huh?
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
That is entirely possible. But like I said, notice in the video you don't see hair coming out. But yeah, remember when Ibuki was afflicted by the despair disease? She was doing anything anyone told her to do. So it's quite possible the killer basically said, "Hey, Ibuki, go commit die." And she did it.
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So, maybe we should figure out who was was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi.
Killer, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. And the thing is, they're all standing in a circle too, which is also reminiscent of the weakest link.
Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then the video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement.
So right before oh god, when's Makuma's morning announcement now? 7 a.m. or 8 a.m.?
And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Well, duh! Alright. Oh god, I forgot whose account was whose.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
That's if no one has an alibi, though. The murders supposedly happened before and during the morning announcement. The trial's proceeding as though nobody has an alibi, but is that really okay?
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
I think I know what it is.
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
No? We were sleeping at our cottages, right? But that's not an alibi, since no one here back it up. Right? Oh! You need something about encountering you to provide better cover fire.
Crap!
Oh, wait a minute.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
Oh, it was Mikan!
Everyone at the
Mikan
motel
said
was
that
doing
Fuyuhiko's cottage was locked.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
No? Oh my god. Hold on. Let me look at those accounts again. No. Oh, wait a minute. All right, and Mikan's account. Okay. I wanted to take a look at those again.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So
No.
everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
Oh, God.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So
Oh,
everyone who stayed
man.
at the motel
I
doesn't
don't
have an
know
alibi.
where...
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
No.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then
There we
No,
go.
that's wrong.
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
you two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
Yep.
We even woke up together that morning.
Oh,
What kind of situation is that?
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
God! Mikan, you can phrase it better than that.
Too much info.
Good night, everybody. Good night. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was?
Huh?
Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
Oh, what would that be? The killer had a different reason? If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Inside the trap, set by one of us. If so, then whose? And what kind of trap is it? Huh? What?
Hiya!
Why, hello there, mon ami. The moss balls sure look tasty today.
Stop it! Don't characterize me as someone who lives off moss balls.
And here's some chance time.
Hello, huh?
What's that? Now then, mon ami's appeal time starts now.
Huh? Appeal time?
Your kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck! Show those jerks who treat you like a red-headed stepchild who's boss. That's 99% your fault. While you are whining, your time's already running out, so please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so. That's too long. It'll just be a boring appeal. Come on, if your appeal is successful, there might be merchandise opportunities heading your way. I'm Usami, magical miracle girl Usami. I'm an itty-bitty girl who's sweet like milk. Geez, and I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment!
Who are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever.
Yes, let's save. Class trial reopened. All right.
I'm Monami. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation. Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead. No! This definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
The reason the killer did an imitation murder is a reason other than falsifying the murder sequence. Does something like that even exist?
Huh. It suddenly got quiet in here. Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Man, this again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie. About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right?
Uh-huh.
But Hyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
That's true.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying, Hyoko's murder wasn't.
Ooh.
What?
Hyoko's murder wasn't planned?
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
Yeah, why did Hiyoko go to the music venue?
So, you're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My four dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
Why Hiyoko went to the music venue? If that's the key to all this, I need to find that out, no matter the cost. And I think I know what the bullet's gonna be. Oh, maybe not. Oh, I think I know what it is.
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
I agree
Yep.
with that.
That's it.
It's just as Sonia said. She went to the music venue of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Yoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
Nope.
Hyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hiyoko got abducted.
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key.
Sure.
At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't move.
What?
Are you saying my gut was wrong? This will be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
No, that's not the issue.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now.
Oh, jeez. All right. It's probably gonna be Sonia's account.
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room and forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak-looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
No, what Akai's saying is unreasonable. I need to find an opening and counter.
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room and forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak-looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
Advance. Okay, we
Hiyoko's
advance.
room was locked. She was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
Uh-huh.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
I advanced
There's no
again.
reason for the killer to put the key in Hyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold
Yep.
on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono. There's only one reason her kimono would be that
shit.
messed up. She fought the killer. That's the proof she was abducted, right?
Nope. Retreat. Shit.
Damn it!
That was overcome. She's gonna go back to the original topic.
The
Oh,
killer was
God.
the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
Advance.
There's no
Okay.
reason for the killer to put the key in Hyoko's kimono.
All right,
The
come
killer
on.
probably
We can
didn't
do
realize
this.
she even had the key.
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up.
Hyoko's kimono was all messed up. There should be no doubt about that.
Crap!
Oh, God. Her kimono was messed up. I should have seen...
Hold on! Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up.
Crap!
Hold on! Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono... There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up.
Damn. I can't do it fast enough.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
All right.
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on! Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up.
No. No, that's it.
Crap!
Hold on! Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed
Ah,
up.
damn it. I'm not fast enough.
Crap!
Hold on! Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up.
No.
Crap!
God.
Hold on! Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer. That's the proof she was abducted, right?
No.
My gut is totally right after all.
Oh, man. You were ace in the hole. Yes, she has.
Hold on! Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was
All right, I gotta let
messed
that
up.
one go by.
There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer.
There,
Allow me to
finally.
conclude those words.
I knew what to do. I just had to do it fast enough, and I just had to do it fast enough and take the lag into account.
She wasn't able to properly wear it.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Hyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
Hajime, now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something something.
Shut up, Kaz! Kaz, you are a fucking pervert. You are a fucking pervert, Kaz. Hell no.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamster 6 feet under.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense. Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake!
Huh? What do you mean, for my sake?
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Keep in mind, Gundam is the ultimate breeder. Because he breeds those hamsters. Anything else is just his own delusion.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head, and without hesitation,
Killed Hiyoko.
because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan.
Do you have any ideas?
Nope.
Damn, you don't know the most important part.
The killer's planned from the beginning. I'm pretty sure we're very, very close.
Hey Nagito, any ideas?
Why are you asking him? Seriously! Why the hell are you asking Nagito? He's just gonna say some confusing shit. Or maybe he's just gonna shut up because he was told to shut up.
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
Oh, am I allowed to speak?
Yeah, there we go.
I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion.
A conclusion?
Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember, there was blood on Ibuki's slippers. So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue.
Good point.
So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
I told you he was just gonna say some confusing shit.
Really? That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be.
No, wait a minute. If Ibuki had blood on her feet, there'd be footprints all over the place if she kept walking around.
That's strange. It's very strange.
Strange? What's strange?
See, it's not something we finished talking about. Those footprints, there's still an important clue left that we completely overlooked. Just as Nagito said, if she had blood on her feet, she would have left footprints. Why didn't Ibuki leave behind any footprints? Ooh.
I can prove it with this.
What? That was it? I didn't mean to do that,
She used the
but...
step ladder to hang herself. It's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Huh? There weren't?
Yeah, that step ladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
Uh-huh.
Did you notice such a small detail? How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate!
Nagito, shut up! What are you talking about? You were obviously leading us to this. That's why you brought the suicide topic after all this time. Nagito Kamaeda, you're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate.
But didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder? Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it. Unless there was something funny about that video.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video,
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
So just as I thought, it comes down to that. The mystery surrounding this incident is contained in that video. And whether or not we can reach that hidden truth is all up to me.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands. As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
If there was some hidden clue in that video, I should have seen something strange as I watched it. I'm the only one who can clear that up. I'm the only one who actually saw that video. So I'm the only one who can do it. The hanging video that I saw. Based on everything we know from the arguments thus far, I should be able to figure out what's strange. I think I know. There was a certain item present when we investigated the crime scene that wasn't in the video. Spot the selection. The black curtain in the background. But that's a green curtain, isn't it? Curtain's suspicious or not. More obvious clue to what's strange here. Wait a minute. The bloodstains on the stepladder.
Here!
Yep. My hearts are pretty low.
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Can you explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder. However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital. There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. The stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Wait, are you saying there were two stepladders?
What? Yes, there were!
But where would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music video.
No, there wasn't! There was two in the storage
One
room.
of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music. What do you mean?
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki! All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
What are you two talking about?
The stepladder isn't the only thing that's different, huh? Jackie said the stepladder was at a different place, but if so, does that mean the video I saw is completely wrong? Which means the thing that's different between that video and the actual scene of the crime, does it mean the killer used that surveillance camera unit to to do something at that place? Oh God, it's Hangman's Gambit! No! Nope. I have absolutely no idea. Nope. There we go. All right. Nope. Nope, must be. Huh? Oh! Oh, God. All right. Oh, there's only one G here. Filming. Ah! Jeez! Nope. Nope. Filming. Nope. I'm gonna lose all my hearts here, aren't I? Nope. I hate this. I really hate this version of. Oh, I know what it is now. Oh, God. And the thing is, I know what I need now. Nope, I lost all my hearts. I know what it's supposed to be. Okay. At least it gives me a do-over. Because they usually do, we can't let it end this way. I know what it's supposed to be.
This is our end?
Would you like to retry? Yes.
We will never give up.
That's right. We will never give up. Okay. Just the filming location. Yes. Okay, at least I know what it's supposed to be now. I just really hate Hangman's Gambit. I really do. Okay, where's I? Where's I? Alright. At least I got kind of a head start now. Alright. Oh, shit. Oh, that's what I need next. Alright. I wish there was a way to just fill them out without having to go in order. Phew! Alright, just need an N now. Come on, where's the N? Hey, Z-Fire, welcome to the stream. I'm just waiting for an N. I really hate this version of Hangman's Gambit. Finally! I got it!
That's right. Besides the stepladder, the filming location must have been different too.
What do you mean?
Yep.
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue.
Oh? It could have been the other side. You know, it could have simply been the other side of the... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute.
It was filmed somewhere else.
But where?
Hospital monitor's supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Then, there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
In order to show us they filmed the video at the music venue instead of somewhere else, what did the killer do to that surveillance camera unit? The monitor and camera are part of the surveillance camera unit. And the video I saw at the hospital should have been filmed with the camera at the music venue. If that video was filmed somewhere else, the killer was able to do that by taking the camera somewhere else. Obviously by taking the camera somewhere else. Question 1. What part of the surveillance camera unit was tampered with? The camera. Yep. Oh, but why even do that? I hate logic dive. That's why I hate logic dive. Oh, come on. I'm gonna fall off again. Come on. All right, question 2. Did the killer tamper with the camera at the music venue or at the hospital? The music venue. Oh, come on.
How many vial fumigators masks?
Obviously, the music venue. Oh, what the? No, come on. That's not fair. Oh, what the? Oh, come on. All right, question 3. Question 3. What did the killer do with the camera from the music video's surveillance camera unit? Well, they took it with them, apparently. All right. Yep. They took the camera, the music venue camera, and they took it with them.
It's all coming together.
Yeah, finally. After losing all those frickin' hearts.
That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music venue. With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
Question is, where?
Then only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
Shooty refuty 2, skatey debatey. Pretty
He did
much.
discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
Well, that's true, but in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
Took it apart. Destroyed it.
I see! The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it. As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
Which means even if it was filmed in another place, as long as it was transmitting to the hospital, the range would be pretty limited. If that's the case, where was the video filmed to make it look like it was filmed at the music venue? The only possibility is that place inside that building. Another Hangman's Gambit! Alright. Alright. Nope. Ah, shit, I need a vowel. I want to buy a vowel. Yes, exactly. Oh, the conference room. Oh, God. I need another E. God damn it. There we go. Got it.
I got it!
Possible that it was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Huh? Conference room?
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
To make the conference room look like the music venue, the killer went ahead and did some work. I gotta make clear what that work was. I know exactly what it was. I know exactly what it was, too.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Well, there we go.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue?
No! God damn it.
Damn it!
Alright. No, I know that. I know that's the bullet I'm gonna have to use. The question is where?
And the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or did they make some kind of set?
Might have tampered with the camera.
Nope.
I still can't believe he mixed up the filming locations. Hajime, you're pretty stupid.
In order to make the hospital conference room resemble the music venue, what did the killer do? The answer to that should be hidden inside the proof I found at the music venue.
There's
Yes.
no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
No. Oh,
That must
really?
be it. What the killer did was make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room.
Oh!
They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, There used to be a really flashy curtain, but after the incident, it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid.
That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like the conference room? In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is the same color as the music venue stage.
Yep.
So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor match.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
Something else the killer did to make the music venue look like the conference room. That's it. The reason the killer used that in the video is because they tampered with evidence. Ooh.
I can prove it with
Yep.
this.
The candle.
You're referring to the candle in the music video, right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. But if you think about it, it's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming. That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
Yep.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
Wait a minute, Chiaki. Hajime found you in the conference room once. We went to the conference room, it was pitch dark, and you would not let Hajime turn the light on. Why? Why? Chiaki, why?
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime. It's occurring in the conference room.
I feel like I've heard Bayside cops say that before, but isn't it the other way around?
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room?
Well, she also keeps in shape. She's the ultimate gymnast.
Yeah, but you don't see a rack like that often, except on the wall of a trophy room.
Hey, yeah. Oh, yeah, I know.
Then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
That video was filmed at the conference room, but Ibuki's body was at the music venue. Which means there was a fake somewhere. The fake must have been...
I see!
Yep.
The person wearing
So my
the
gut
beanbag
feeling
in that
on that
video
was
wasn't
right.
Ibuki. It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hip bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
So that's what happened. That no matter how quickly I ran, it was impossible for me to rescue Ibuki. At that moment, I was already in the killer's trap. And the one who set a trap for me was...
But why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video. There's only one possibility I can think of. If I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
Ooh! That's right. I should already know. I should have already known who the killer is. Select someone? Yeah, the only other person who was at the hospital. The only other person who was at the hospital and was not sick. Mikan!
You're the only one! Mikan, you're the killer, aren't you?
She's so unassuming, though! And she's like, oh, so soft-spoken. And she has been the entire time. Even before they realized they were in a killing game.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible? A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
She's right! A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question.
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikan have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence!
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room.
Yes!
Is that also a coincidence?
Shouldn't you get some rest already? You should be exhausted from nursing without any sleep. Oh, use the on-call room upstairs. She said she was going upstairs.
At that time, you said you were going to be on call room, but you actually went to the conference room. That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music video. And showed that to me.
Uh-oh! Could have been her after all. Like I said, she's so soft-spoken and unassuming.
Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
That's right!
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Akane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
So that must mean...
Please, wait a second.
Uh-oh.
What are you saying? I'm the killer?
Yeah, that's exactly what we're saying, Mikan.
That's impossible. There's no way I could kill someone.
Yeah. Actually, there is.
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
It just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Wrong. It's totally wrong. It's not what you think.
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikan is the killer?
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
Ah, but there's something they're not taking into account, people. It's actually 100% perfectly plausible that Mikan is the killer. I just don't know how quickly it takes them to figure it out.
That slow-witted remark is not necessary.
It's fine.
Let's see if you guys in the chat can figure it out. And now, if you already know, don't blurt it out, but...
In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft reputation. Even I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Very serious.
What do you say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
Do you hate me that much, Hajime?
Hey, Hajime!
Uh-oh. Everyone's ganging up on me. Tricks aside, logic aside, is she really capable of doing something like this? Could it be I'm the one making a mistake? No. In fact, it would be so much easier if I was wrong. If I had this much doubt about someone I've spent so much time with.
Can you hold on a minute?
Huh?
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
Huh?
I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning. Investigating with a suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
Are you serious?
I've been so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
Again, file away that comment.
Actually, this is a game.
Yeah, Monokuma calls it the killing game.
Please don't say such controversial statements.
Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Let's see if he's got the right clue, though.
Dang, that's a huge deal.
A decisive clue. Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from. This rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new.
Hey, Celestia. Yeah, Mikon's the sus one right now. Mikon's the sus one right now, and it's perfectly logical, and I'll tell you why in a moment. For those of you who don't know, I'll tell you why in a moment.
Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly. But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this.
Welcome to the stream, Celestia.
The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her.
Ooh.
The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
Hold on. I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
Yeah. So this rope won't be much of a clue. I might as well search another place. Yeah.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too. Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
Oh, jeez. Nagito!
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then,
I finished speaking.
Huh? That's exactly what I said, Kaz.
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
Nagito's words contain a decisive clue. Is that really true? All right, let's see what we got.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
did we fall for someone's lie?
Yep.
That must be it. So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
Uh-huh. something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right?
She had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself.
I see. So, Ibuki died by hanging herself.
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie,
Wasn't it, Mikan?
That is... well...
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
Oh, God! Sus!
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking.
But she
You,
didn't.
Mikan, the ultimate nurse.
Yes, Drago, she's very sus right now.
Please wait!
Wait!
First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that.
Mikan, you're the ultimate nurse.
That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
You are right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
That's true.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Mikan nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Oh, jeez.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody
told her.
It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikan because she was nursing her.
So Mikan volunteered to nurse us? Because she was planning to do this all along?
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikan is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you.
Nagito's actually being useful for once.
I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Huh?
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikan is the killer.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
Oh, jeez.
But I'm really not the killer. There's no way I'm capable of killing someone.
And again, yes, there is. There is. And it's pretty easy, and it's staring everyone in the face, and they're not uncovering yet. They're dragging the plot out. It's like on MST. Slow the plot down, laddie, slow the plot down. Way, slow the plot down. We'll scuttle the story and run it aground. We'll try so hard to slow the plot down. Because, damn it, there's one major clue that no one in that group is mentioning, and it's the biggest clue of all. She keeps saying, I'm not capable of killing. I'm not capable of killing. You are. Or rather, you were. You're not now, but you were. And it's a big, giant clue staring everyone in the face.
really true.
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop! I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this. But I need to do this.
You doubt your friends?
That's not it. I suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. 'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Belief without doubt is simply a lie. Could someone please tell that to pretty much anyone wearing a MAGA hat, please?
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you can say?
Ooh. Did I just detect a demeanor shift?
Ah, so in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh?
Mikan has snapped. Well, there's a reason why she snapped.
Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always. It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that. You hear me? I'm done!
Oh, God.
Hey, Mikan.
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Why won't you forgive me? If you did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself right away. What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
And there's also finally a reason why. And that reason why she could become a killer is the same reason why she's snapping right now. After having taken all that abuse, especially by Hiyoko. And she would just take it and take it and take it, right? You know, take it and take it and take it. And but nothing was able to actually break her out of her of her initial demeanor until, you know, until a certain something happened.
Is acting like this your strategy now? Well, this is annoying. Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit it? That's the issue.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some?
Huh?
I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
Chiaki.
Hey, Mikan. Can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched?
Like I said, it obviously wasn't me.
Oh, yeah, but then who was it? Huh?
Can you prove it?
No.
Prove it?
No.
Wait. Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video?
Hajime just mentioned it earlier.
Ah, that's right. Show me your proof. Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room.
No, we know it was.
Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital.
We've already laid out the proof that it was the conference room.
That's totally crazy. I didn't do anything wrong. Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already.
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
I'm not the killer. I never filmed that video.
It seems she finally started arguing for us.
Huh?
But the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime.
Yep.
So, I'm going to leave this to you once again.
Could it be? Was this Chiaki's goal all along? She's saying everyone's fate depends on me, the only person who saw that video.
Why do you get to decide I'm the killer? Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already!
I need to make up my mind. I'm the one who has to do it. I'm the one who's going to finish this. All right. Oh, God.
I'm not the killer!
Let me see what we
Can't
got.
think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof?
You have any proof? Oh,
Is the
God.
handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan
Aha.
clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well.
Uh-huh.
You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Let's see. Don't flinch, don't hesitate, don't run away. Just as Jackie said, Mikan's panicking right now. I'm the only one that can point out the mistake. Oh, God.
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof?
Hold on. All right. What was Mikan's actual account? All right, so that was Mikan's actual account. All right. So it's not Mikan's account.
Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
No?
Damn it!
Damn it. My hearts are low. My hearts are low.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
All right, this one's gonna be a little hard.
Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
Oh man.
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Wait a
Hajime,
minute.
pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
All right.
I'm not the killer!
Oh, that's right. You can't
We can't
make
think
your
of
own
anybody else other than
truth
you
bullets in this one, can you?
who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof?
Oh man.
Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital
Try to-
gown she was
well,
wearing
yeah,
suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Try taking killer's mistake and shooting at
Ibuki
camera
and
angle.
Mikan clearly have different body
I don't
types.
know.
Is that really your proof?
I don't think you can. I don't
You
think you
could
can.
tell her body type under the hospital gown?
I don't
Just
think you
from
can
that
take
video?
your own
Just from
truth
that
bullets
camera
here.
angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Oh, come on! It didn't grab it.
I'm not the killer!
All right.
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that.
Is the handbag off? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really? You could tell her body just from that dip. There's no way you'd be so please for.
Hajime, pay close attention. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
God damn it! I can't grab it.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Is the handbag off? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really? You could tell her body just from
Come on.
just from that dip. There's no way you'd be so please for.
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Oh, did it grab? Please tell me it grabbed. Please tell me it grabbed. Yes, it grabbed.
We can't think of anybody else. other
Yeah,
than
but I
you
don't remember how to focus. That's the
who could have
problem.
filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan.
But you're
clearly
right.
have
But you're
different
right
body
about the
types.
camera angle, though.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
I'll shoot through that.
There we go.
contradiction.
Mikan,
Thanks for
you've committed
picking
a
that
major
out.
mistake.
The camera angle. That's a good point.
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
What's wrong with that?
But I never said anything about the camera angle.
Ooh, that's right. He never mentioned what the camera angle was.
So how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
Ah.
The only reason Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
This is
Yep.
your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you?
Are you serious?
Yep.
Is it true, Mikan? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Forgive me! Huh?
She's nuts. Broken record, broken record, broken record, broken record, broken record.
I was wrong. Wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible.
It's possible right now, ain't it, Mikan? You're nuttier than a frickin' Stucky's log. But there's a reason why she's nuttier than a Stucky's log right now. Impossible.
You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
Yep. Yeah, just like how Celeste never mentioned the color of the tracksuit, but Mondo somehow knew it was blue. Yeah, I know.
That tote bag, isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Because she shot it, Freako.
Who cares about that?
We do.
More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater?
Uh-huh.
Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't. Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item.
Yeah?
So don't you think it's impossible?
No.
Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time?
No, you're wrong, Mikan. And this is where we'll use Monokuma's account.
It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think?
No.
That's why that video isn't fabricated. And I'm not the killer.
No.
So you'll forgive me, right?
No.
Taking your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Long time no see. Well, not really. It's time for the third panic talk action. This is probably going to be my last job during a class trial. Please humor me while I taint your ears one last time. Oh, God. Starting from this PTA, the reload and ammo features will be added. Oh, God. You will no longer be able to make do with just the left mouse button. Below the tempo marker in the lower portion of the screen, the number of bullets are displayed. Oh, God. From this point on, you need one bullet to destroy one remark. When you're out of bullets, you won't be able to destroy the remarks no matter how much you mash the left mouse button. Oh, jeez. You'll be able to refresh your bullets by pressing the tab key to reload. Just like locking on, press the tab key in time with the tempo marker. The controls are the same as the left mouse button. Mash the tempo marker either by pressing the tab key. The number of bullets refreshed is based on how well you kept the tempo. If you get the timing wrong when you press the tab key, bullets will not be refreshed, so please be careful. Oh, God. Also, your ammo will be completely refreshed and will not run out during fever time. If your difficulty level is set to gentle, you do not need to reload. We're on gentle, so I guess this was a pretty useless explanation, even though it was the last one. This should be all the explanations for the class trial. The rest is up to you to overcome. You should be able to find it beyond this point. What you and I both yearn for, true despair. God. Yeah, we're playing on gentle, so we don't have to worry about reloading.
I'll keep explaining it until you forgive me! That bag is a limited item! That's why that crime is impossible for anyone to pull off.
This chick, has she lost it for good?
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're obviously gonna forgive me, right?
At this rate, we're not getting anywhere. I gotta do something to end this. I gotta do something so I can make her admit it. Ah, here we go.
You still haven't forgiven me! Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me! You're done for! Why only me? Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me already? You still haven't forgiven me! Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me! You're done for! Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Shall I let you punch me? Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me! Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me! You're done for!
There we
There's
go.
only one bag. It's impossible to use it in two places at the same time.
DAWS. Oh, come on! I know what it is. All right.
There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in two places at the same time.
There we go. Failed? What? Theater prize bonus. Oh, God. I ran out of hearts. All right, I ran out of hearts. I gotta do it again. Yes!
We will never give up.
I'll keep explaining it until you...
All right, we already know this. All right.
You still haven't forgiven me! Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me! You're done for!
Must be theater bonus prize then.
Please, draw on me! Can you forgive me already? You still haven't forgiven me! Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me! You're done for!
Come on.
Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Shall I let you punch me?
Part of it is that I've got some input lag, and I don't know what I am.
You still haven't forgiven me! Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me! You're done for! There's only one bag.
All right.
It's impossible to use it in two places at the same time.
DWSA. Theater bonus prize.
This is the end.
There we go. Not theater prize bonus. Well, I thought theater prize. Yeah.
Monokuma mentioned this earlier.
Yep. Monokuma's account, folks. When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes.
Whoever bought that bag should have received another
The
one.
thing
as
is,
a bonus
grammatically, Ronco, both ways work. That's what screwed me up.
Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in 2 separate places.
Uh-huh.
So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Why? Why can't you forgive me? Why?
Because you're the killer!
It seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
Hey, Gooderus, welcome to the stream.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
No, we can't just forgive you already! Shut up.
It's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
Closing argument, here we go. All right, finish the thought. Oh, come on. All right. Ah. Okay, we got that. What? Seriously? Oh, okay. Okay, that goes there. All right. Last stock already? There's only there's only 6 stocks? There's seriously only 6 stocks of this closing argument? Really? There's usually far more stock than this. Yeah, that's it.
Here's everything that happened in this case. The key to this incident is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Nikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music venue. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music venue, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera
You
the
mean
night before and made
broadcast
their
from a different
preparations in
place.
advance.
It was never actually recorded.
Then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time. When in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hiyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hiyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music venue, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand.
Yep.
They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko and me. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it.
That's some quick drying
They made
glue.
us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hiyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that right, Mikan? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
Whoa. And she's collapsing into a psychotic fit of giggles.
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time.
Oh?
This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair.
Yeah? Basically, and basically look at the drool around her mouth there. What's that indicative of, folks? Do you remember from yesterday? That's the despair disease, folks. You want to know how Mikan could kill? What is the #1 thing that the despair disease does? It 100% inverts your personality. And there we go. That's how she could kill.
Mikan, you... What has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
Oh? Yeah, I really fucked up that to me. B. God damn it. So I don't get a lot of Monokuma coins from this one, folks.
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time.
Voting time.
Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Let's go!
Well, here we go. The Monokuma vote. Yep.
Well now.
Now then, though it may be obvious at this point,
Correct.
you got it right once again. That's like 3 in a row. That's right. The true identity of the horrifying blackened who killed 2 girls was Mikan Sumiki.
Damn it.
You gotta be shitting me! Are you saying Mikan, the one who nursed us back to health, was the one who killed them?
I won't forgive you.
Don't joke around with me, Mikan! Did you lie to us all along? Were you planning to kill them from the start while you were nursing them? She's nuts. Hey! Don't just laugh! Say something! This is going nowhere!
What's going on?
This chick!
Hey.
Hey, this is nothing like Pecco. She's actually gone mental!
Well, that's obvious.
There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikan Sumiki we knew. Huh?
Hey,
Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. I told you about this! She probably had the despair disease, which was the motive for this case. What? Mikan too, you say? I know. Because I was looking at Mikan for so long. She was the one taking care of me after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. A despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. Hold on. Did you say Mikan also had the despair disease? Then that means she was...
what?
Huh? Hajime? Has something crossed your mind? My body's heavy. No, not just heavy, it's somewhat soft and really hot. Yes! That was the clue right there. That Mikan had despair disease. That's right. Mikan felt really hot at the time. Now that I think about it, that must have been a high fever, just like what Ibuki and Akane had.
It cannot be.
Then, because of that disease, Mikan was...
Perhaps.
The symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving of the name despair disease. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair.
See?
That's the reason why she can still laugh in such a hopeless situation.
Jeez.
Which means the Mikan standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now that she's infected by the despair disease.
Isn't that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Ultimate despair? That's the reason why I cannot forgive this. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope.
Impossible.
There's no way I can forgive that.
Oh?
the sake of despair? That's completely wrong.
Huh?
Wrong? Wrong? What's wrong?
What I did
What I
was for the
did?
sake of my beloved.
What?
Huh? Huh?
Who are you talking about? If only they were still alive, they'd be so happy. I know.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me.
For the sake of Junko-chan.
They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me. They gave me value. They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full.
Who?
This is my reciprocation.
What? Alright, I don't remember this. I understand that I've done something unforgivable. But you know, to transcend all that is truly
It's love.
what love is all about. There actually is Yuri art of Mikan and Junko? Oh, God!
Hey,
I don't understand what you're saying. You don't understand? Is it because you don't have anyone to love? Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you. Mikan's reason is really stupid. I know!
Well,
Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand. But love is a wonderful thing. Take your heart and make it sing. I said love, love, love is... Oh. Sorry, sorry for that. I had a Michael Bolton moment. It's unforgivable. I'm really sorry. This feeling of freedom where you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within that thin veil, and I'm just looking through it. That's why, as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me,
how amazing.
it's like nothing matters. I could just die. That's how little it matters. Who cares about hope or despair? It's love. Only love.
Could it be?
Nagito, is this really the despair disease you were talking about?
this is...
It seems that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair. You were half right. It's right to say that this is all thanks to that disease. Because thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved. Remember? Apparently that's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom. Which means you had the remembering disease? What? The hell are you on, Hajime? But if this means she remembered something and ended up like this,
such despair.
are you saying you were like this from the start? Were you like this before you even came to the island? Don't get so angry. Well, first of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know. Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships. So, it's everybody's fault that I turned out like this, you see? Even so, the current me was most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. And it was also my beloved who created the me that everyone can't forgive. But my beloved still forgives me and still accepts me. That is the key difference between all of you and my beloved.
Don't fuck with me!
Like I said, who the fuck are you talking about? Are you saying this is Mikan? She's the real Mikan? Mikan, please answer me. Did you really remember? You ended up like this. All because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that. There's no way the person you are right now is the real Mikan. Oh? You still doubt me? Then to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. It's about that World Ender organization that you all were worried about.
You serious?
You know? Not know. I just remembered. That's all. I knew about it all along. How that horrifying organization known as World Ender is also the organization known as the Future Foundation. Future Foundation? Future? That's right. That symbol on the ancient ruins door. That's right. It was the Japanese word for future.
Hey,
just what is the Future Foundation? What are they planning? As the name suggests, that organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. To put it simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves.
this is bad.
Whoa, what the heck? This isn't a comic book, you know. As part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, Monami? Huh? I knew it! Monami, Monokuma, they're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they? Monami and I aren't members.
I am Monokuma!
My existence is entirely my own.
Hey,
Don't laugh. Hey, Mikan, if you really do remember, then you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us. Of course I know that. Let's see. The Future Foundation lackey that's hiding among you all is... Oh well, no one really cares about that, don't you think?
of course not!
Ah, hell no! You'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be so impatient. Probably when that countdown ends. Countdown? You even know about that? Oh, I don't know anything. Huh? I have a feeling that's what it is, but no, who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love. From the bottom of my heart, I just don't care about anyone or anything.
That is...
Mikan, Is this really you? Hey, Z-Fire, welcome back. I won't believe it. There's no way I can believe that you were like this all along? Because if that's true, then who's the person we've been spending time with up until now? The past. Past? That person, she didn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memories. You guys considered that thing a friend?
Oh?
That doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present self. That's...
Well?
That applies to you all as well. Memories of people, memories of events, whatever memories it is. Losing memories are...
Do you understand?
Like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person, don't you think? Losing our memories makes us shadows of the past, don't you think?
Hey,
I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end, it always leads back to that story. That story about our stolen school lives.
Hey, hey!
So, it was true all along? Our memories were taken away?
Damn it!
If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this much. Well, why don't you just take your sweet time and remember at your own pace.
Oh?
Oh, Monokuma! Is it all right for you to start now?
Yes, indeed.
Punishment time? Damn it, why? Mikan, why does it have to end like this? This is too pointless. This is too much.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For the ultimate nurse, Mikan Sumiki.
So it's over. It's really... Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me. I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's give it everything we've got.
It's punishment time! But it was kind of weird. Mikan is really broken right now. Here we go. Here we go. Bye-bye, ouchies. It's a giant arm. Woo-hoo! 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 Yes, this reminds me of Strangelove. Where was the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom. It's finished. Is it really finished? The killer who killed Ibuki Miyoda and Hiyoko Saonji was Mikan Sumiki, and she's been executed. She apparently committed her crime because she was afflicted by the despair disease. So what? What's finished? Nobody wanted it to end this way.
Let me ask.
Who was that Mikan from earlier? Was that her true form, or is that itself a symptom of the despair disease?
Damn it.
It doesn't matter either way. If she ended up like that just from remembering, then all along, Mikan was never worth being a symbol of hope.
But
Even if her words were influenced by the despair disease, if the disease turned her into that, if she lost herself to a simple disease, she was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of hope.
isn't that right?
So, let's just move on. Come on, let's take all this despair and change it into hope.
Please wait!
That is impossible. I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time, but even so. Like a house of cards collapsing in an instant. In the end, our friend we thought we knew ended up showing us a completely different side of herself. Then she vanished from our sight, leaving behind only her malice toward us. And now, there's no way we can just move on or try to have a clear-cut attitude about these feelings. That's clearly impossible.
Damn it!
It would have been so much easier if she was the traitor, too.
Wrong.
Too bad. That's not the case. Mikan was not the traitor.
Come on.
The traitor is still alive. As proof, see how fine Monami looks right now. I'm not fine at all. Well, I will say this. If I recall correctly, the traitor is sort of alive. Sort of. It's kind of weird. But if the traitor died, you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of the Future Foundation, so you guys are like two hearts beating as one, right?
You fiend.
What does that make you, fiend? You did say that you're different than Monami.
Phew. Who cares about who I am? More important, I'm tired. The drama just kept going and going. I didn't even have time to eat my black bean right eye during the break. Oh, Monokuma, no! No! Your right eye is made out of black beans? Hey. Wait, now's not the time to focus on that. What are you trying to say?
Hey,
You know, isn't it said that life has its ups and downs? It's fun because downs come after ups. But if life was full of downs, wouldn't it get boring? So, in order to help you guys feel better, I prepared a special event.
Special event?
Head over to the First Islands beach. An old friend will be waiting there.
Old friend?
Huh? Could it be Nekamaru?
Hey!
Is it? It is, isn't it? Nekamaru was safe after all. Safe. How should I say this? I knew it. I knew that crazy bastard Nekamaru would come back to us in one piece. Awesome. We're starting to see the light of hope. The light of hope? I am happy Nekamaru is returning to us, but
So just as I thought.
3 of our friends just died. So I honestly cannot be happy. Miss Sonia.
However,
Even so, I am still happy. If Nekamaru is safe, I am truly happy.
Fine.
If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken from us would do the same if they still lived.
Hey, Supreme Overlord of who gives a shit. That line doesn't suit you at all.
Silence. I shall crush you into dust.
Ibuki, Hiyoko, Mikan, can you hear us? If you are unhappy, I apologize. However, please forgive me for right now. I want to warmly welcome Nekomaru when he returns to us.
You don't have to worry, Sonia. I'm sure your feelings are reaching them.
Right?
Then let's all go greet Nekomaru. Let's make it grand, even for those who have died. Oh, poor Akane! You keep making me want to hug her. Huh? What the heck? Do I still have the after effects of that disease? I don't get this at all. Akane.
All right.
All right then, let's go! Yeah, you're right. Nekomaru's coming back. When we heard that, we were unable to contain our excitement as we jumped into the elevator.
Uh-oh.
Man, they just ran off without listening to what I had to say.
Unbelievable.
Jeez, they're so impatient. Didn't they learn to stick around till others have finished talking? What does that mean? Hey! You're plotting something again, aren't you?
No way!
I'm not plotting anything. I was just trying to properly explain everything to them. Including Nekomaru's body. Huh? Nekomaru's body? It's their fault for not sticking around until I finish talking. So if something happens because of that, I bear no responsibility. What did you do to Nekomaru?
What's this?
What did I do? I just saved him. That's all. I mean, if I didn't do that, there's no way I could have saved someone that was that close to death. So it just couldn't be helped.
As soon as we exited the elevator, we started running. Hurry to the beach on the first island!
All right!
Let's haul ass!
Even though our minds were completely exhausted, strangely enough, our bodies felt light. Without stopping for anything, we kept right on running toward the beach on the first island.
You're pretty sure you're on the up and up, Ronco?
Where in the world is Nekomaru?
Hey,
Nekomaru, show yourself.
Listen,
We have come to pick you up. Please hurry and come out of hiding.
We raised our voices. We looked around the area. We raised our voices again. We looked around the area again. And so on and so forth. We kept looking for him. But
Hey,
what the hell, man? He's nowhere to be found.
damn it.
Could it be? Did we get false info from Monokuma again? And that's when it happened. We heard a familiar voice echo throughout the beach.
What happened? Were y'all looking for me?
He's alive!
Could it be?
That's a voice.
With high hopes in our hearts, we turned toward the direction of the voice. And then we saw something truly unbelievable.
Huh? What the?
Yo, I've kept you waiting. Hey, what's going on?
Uh-oh.
Perhaps you don't remember my face since we haven't seen each other in a while.
Well, if I recall correctly, it's not quite it.
That's pretty sad, you know? That's too much!
Even Akane is speechless.
Who are you?
Huh?
You too? What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What do you mean, noticed? Oh, you mean this body? This is nothing!
Uh-oh. There he is.
Nekomaru Nidai! I've been reborn in the rivers of hell!
Yes! He's a robot now! Yep. Ha ha! Ooh. Uh-oh, the countdown! How many days left, folks? Nine days left. Fun fact, Nidai Nekomaru can translate as two big round cats. Oh, jeez. Yep. To be continued next Friday, folks. Nurse's Apron. Save progress. Overwrite. And that's it. That's going to be it, actually, folks. Because, so we just saved. Let's return to the main menu because this is the end of the stream, folks.
Danganronpa.
So, that was the end of Chapter 3, folks. Thank you all. Thank you for joining us tonight. It's been really fun. We'll start Chapter 4 next Friday night. We'll do at 8 p.m. Eastern. We will do the Daily Life and Deadly Life of Chapter 4. And, of course, next Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we'll do Chapter 4's Class Trial. It has Mikan hot for Junko-chan. Oh, God. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. At least that's what it looked like. Because Yuri love is best love. Except maybe in this case. Oh, man. Well, the thing is also coming up next Saturday, after we're done with the class trial next Saturday, I will reveal the next mini-fest. Now, here's the thing. I put up a teaser for the next mini-fest on Twitter. In case you're wondering. So yeah, there's 9 left, and one thing I'm glad about at the end of this chapter is that 2 of the characters that was really hard to voice act are now gone. Oh, man. So we did have 1 raid and 1 host tonight, folks. We had a raid from Ronko Ishino. Let's shout that out. Let's shout out Ronko there. She's last playing Animal Crossing New Horizons. Give her all your follow love. And of course, we also had a host from AC Yuki-chan. And she was last playing Final Fantasy XIV. So give her your follows as well, because They're both awesome streamers that you will love. So let's roll credits tonight, folks. Come back Monday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And I think it's going to be Splatoon 2 because I want to try and increase our Splat streams between now and the release of Splatoon 3 because once Splatoon 3 comes out, it's going to be pretty much mostly Splatoon 3. So, the thing is, can we finish Danganronpa before then is the question. Especially since we're only doing one chapter a weekend now instead of one chapter per stream. But that's okay. Let's roll credits and let's roll up the Raid-O-Meter as well. Alright. Who's gonna be, who we rating tonight, folks? Oh man, there's a lot of good people to raid tonight. I can't decide. Come on. Oh, I know who will raid. This is someone I've not raided in a long time. He's playing the Jackbox Party Pack right now. We're gonna go raid Cold Cuts tonight, folks. He's also in Minnesota Nice. He's also part of Minnesota Nice, and like I say, he's playing Jackbox tonight. And until Monday, you know what to do. Follow and subscribe. Join the Particle Acceleration. You can also join us on Discord, ! Discord in the chat, or just scroll down to where it says, join the Particle Acceleration on Discord. Till Monday, I'm DJ Particle, and I'm out of here. Peace.